Wow, nice icicles. Nicicles. Woo. Hello friends, I am Akash, and as you just saw, that was my backyard. And you can see that there were icicles on the roof. Today is Wednesday, February 17th, 2021. Let's see, what is the temperature? Let's see. So, right now, the temperature is actually 25 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see that right here. It is very cold outside. And inside, the temperature is actually in the 50s. And at night, it's even lower, in the 40s. And then, we also decided not to open the door because if we did, the temperature inside would drop even lower. And we are actually without power, heat, and water. And the reason why we're able to film this video is because we charged the camera last week before any of this even started. Speaking of which, it all started on Thursday, February 11th, 2021. The day before, on February 10th, the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, declared an emergency because of a polar vortex that was set to hit Texas. And on February 11th, it striked. Unprecedented amounts of snow and very low temperatures swept the entire state. Here in San Angelo, where I live, the temperatures were almost record-breaking. -1 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -17 degrees Celsius. And that is absolutely record-breaking for San Angelo. And we're actually going to take a look at the roads right now because of the snow. Take a look. Take a look at this right here. This is what it is. The roads right here are covered in snow. Lots of snow. It was unprecedented, record-breaking amounts of snow. Over 10 inches fell in a single day on that day, February 11th. And that might not seem like much, 10 inches or so, given in Ohio. Up north, it's like, what, 3 or 4 feet, which is, I mean, for us here in Texas, where it's 120 degrees in the summer, 10 inches of snow in the winter, well, I mean, that is record-breaking. By the way, take a look at these plants here. They're jasmine plants. My mom really loves them, so we kept them here to rescue them from the temperatures and very cold weather outside, because otherwise, like you saw at the beginning, there would be loads of icicles on them, which is very dangerous. Now, as you can see right here, we have turned our living room into a makeshift bedroom, and thank God we have a fireplace with gas, because on February 15th, on Monday, things went very, very wrong, because we woke up to find out that the power went out. It was a power outage. We didn't have electricity, and nor do we have heat, because the heat runs on electricity. And now that went on. We expected that it would be any normal power outage here, like 10 minutes to 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but no. It went on and on and on. And now we are out of power and heat for 3 days. I mean, that is just record-breaking. Let's actually dive into the bed here because I love doing that. Let's go. Woo. Woo, that was fun. Hi, Brenda. Hi. What book are you reading?
I'm reading a book. It was written by Bill Gates.
Neat. The Road Ahead. I love that book. You all should definitely check it out. It's really good. Now, I mean, how are you spending your time now during this emergency situation with the polar vortex and incredibly low temperatures, loads of snow, no electricity or heat? How are you spending time?
For the most part, I've just been sitting here by the fire and reading books.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been reading books as well as using this slate.
I see here.
Yeah, I've been writing on it, drawing on it, whatever. You know, ways just to pass time until hopefully it comes back soon.
Yes, and also look, I have a pillow. Apollo is my favorite stuffed dog. I love him so much because he's so cuddly, and he also brings a nice amount of warmth, which is very helpful during these times without electricity and without heat. I sincerely don't understand how in the world the largest source of power, the largest producer of energy in the country is facing a situation like this without electricity and without heat for 3 days. Icy road conditions like you just saw, and yes, not only was there snow on the road, there's ice, black ice. In fact, that means that makes the roads practically unusable. In fact, you might have heard that on a Dallas-Fort Worth highway, there was a 100-car pileup. 7 people dead and many others are injured and went to the hospital. And it was a bunch of cars and several trucks, and it was a nightmare over there. And that's caused by this black ice. That's been caused by this polar vortex. Now, as you saw, all the snow is covering everything, and it's all really terrible. I don't understand how this has happened. Now, even if the governor of Texas, Greg Abbott, did issue a declaration emergency, even if he declared emergency,
it's not enough.
Yes, that's not enough. Truly, this is the worst week of our lives. Speaking of which, how do you feel about this whole situation?
So, for one, I definitely understand how our ancestors lived now without any electricity and like with forced heat and everything. So yeah, and if I'm going to be honest, like you said, it's the worst week of our lives.
It is the worst week of our lives, and it is the worst week of the 4 million fellow Texans who have also lost their electricity and heat for 3 days or more now. And with all of this going on, I don't know what the officials are doing about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely there are some officials like Representative Drew Darby, Senator Charles Perry, and Mayor of San Angelo, Brenda Gunter, who are all doing a great job. They've understood the situation that is going on right now, and they've taken action on it. But somewhere in the top, it didn't. Somewhere something went wrong, and truly, this is a terrible situation now, and I very, very, very much hope that major changes will be made as a result of this.
It's bound to happen. They have to change the system. They have to make it better. They have to put improvements so that this never happens again.
Yes, and specifically the Electricity Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT. They are the council in charge of the electricity here in Texas, and I don't really understand how it's a council of Texas when 5 of its members are not even live in Texas. But I sincerely don't understand. This should not have happened. When even just declaring an emergency is not enough, things have to change. People have to be prepared, and in this case, the government of Texas just wasn't prepared. But now, like you said, major changes have to be made. Major changes and ramifications have to be made now. Once this all finishes up, we can finally get around. I very much hope that the officials get around to working on this issue and to make sure that this never, ever happens again. Thanks so much for watching. Love you, Akash
and Amrita.